that we believe it should finally be made illegal.
So what exactly is in some of America's most popular foods? Well, let's take a look inside of 10 foods that should be banned.
Trust me when I say this.
Pillsbury Crescent rolls.
So light, like a croissant.
Pillsbury Crescent rolls are a staple on American tables, making an appearance at birthday parties, football games, and even at the White House. They are one of the most popular bake-at-home rolls on the market and are widely regarded as the best tasting, too. However, their contents aren't so straightforward. Yellow dye number 5 and red number 40 are artificial additives that are banned in Europe and prohibited in Norway and Austria. The Center for Science and the Public Interest has continuously been raising this topic for a long time and has even testified before federal food regulators in the United States, pushing for the artificial food colorings to be banned. The theory is sound. Petroleum-based chemical food colors, which are used to artificially modify the look of processed foods, are not nutritionally advantageous to anybody and can be detrimental to a small number of individuals, especially youngsters with attention issues. In most circumstances, beet juice can be used instead of red number 40 without the concern of harming consumers. Fortunately, some industries are abandoning petroleum-based artificial dyes in lieu of safe alternative products to improve the coloring of food and beverages. Unfortunately, though, many food industries still utilize red number 40 and yellow number 5, among other dyes in the United States and many other nations where they are legal.
It is what it is.
Producers are required by law to identify these components in their products, at least. Betty Crocker Fudge Brownie Mix.
Is it Swiss or French chocolate?
Maybe German.
Just like Mom used to make brownies straight from the box. Many people use the Betty Crocker Fudge Brownie Mix to save time and the hassle of making them from scratch. The brownies have been a popular dessert item among American families all over the country, but other countries have decided that they aren't worth the potential risks they carry with them. A deeper examination of the contents reveals that the product currently uses partly hydrogenated oil, which contains trans fats. Although the use of most trans fats have been recently outlawed in the United States, some still exist. Switzerland, Austria, Hungary, Iceland, Norway, and Denmark have all outlawed them. Trans fats are the worst sort of fat to consume. Trans fats, commonly known as trans fatty acids, boost bad cholesterol while lowering good cholesterol, unlike other dietary fats.
The worst kind.
Trans fat consumption increases the risk of cardiovascular and circulation problems as well. The majority of trans fats are created in an industrial process that includes adding hydrogen to vegetable oil, which causes the oil to solidify at room temperature. Foods manufactured with this partly hydrogenated oil have a longer lifespan since it is affordable and less prone to deteriorate. Because it doesn't need to be changed as frequently as other oils, several restaurants utilize partly hydrogenated vegetable oil in their deep fryers. Genetically engineered fruits.
That's a dangerous fruit. It's like a weapon, that thing.
Genetic engineering is a technology that allows scientists to alter the genes of plants and animals to give them unique traits or characteristics not normally found in the natural version of the species. One of the most common applications of genetic engineering is to add traits to crops that were not found in the original design, such as creating a higher yield or a species resistant to pests. The first genetically engineered crop was a plant that was engineered to produce its own pesticide. But today, genetic engineering is used in many other areas such as medicine, animal breeding, and environmental remediation. Today, genetic engineering is used to enhance the traits of various foods throughout the United States as well as other countries. Farmers have developed virus-resistant varieties of papayas in the United States and in parts of Asia as well.
Where is my papaya?
In the United States and Canada, these genetically modified offshoots are acceptable to consume, but they are prohibited throughout the European Union. Fresca Soda.
Fresca?
No, thank you. Awful stuff.
The company Fresca was started in 1963 by Antonio Munoz with the purpose of providing the public with a soda that was fresher, healthier, and more affordable than any of its competitors. Since being bought by the Coca-Cola Company, the brand has since expanded and become a household name in the United States. Fresca is now a famous carbonated soft drink, positioned as a healthy alternative to other sugary soft drinks. Although it is marketed as a healthy product, it actually has a very controversial ingredient that's banned in many countries. To avoid the separation of ingredients, the Coca-Cola Company uses the flame retardant bromine in this grapefruit-flavored citrus drink. In Europe, brominated vegetable oil, or BVO, is prohibited. BVO is a food ingredient that prevents citrus flavor from separating in sodas and other liquids. The usage of BVO has long been a source of debate. Some nations have outlawed it as a food ingredient, but not the United States, where it is still found in Fresca. One of BVO's compounds, bromine, is linked to health issues. Bromine can cause skin and mucous membrane irritation, affecting the inner lining of the nose, mouth, stomach, and lungs. Long-term exposure can result in neurological symptoms such as headaches, memory loss, and a loss of balance or coordination.
That sounds bad.
It is bad.
Previously, similar symptoms were associated with long-term usage of bromide salts as a sleep aid. Thankfully, these medications are no longer readily accessible in many countries around the globe. As we keep moving on, take a second to hit that like button, would ya?
Thank you. Next!
Bread that contains potassium bromate.
You like bread? Yeah. Have some.
For thousands of years, bread has been prepared with the same basic ingredients: wheat, yeast, salt, and water. Many Americans may be unaware that certain types of their breads may include additives that are prohibited in many other nations, including the European Union and Canada. Potassium bromate is a water-soluble chemical compound and is classified as an oxidant and a brominating agent. It is an inexpensive, readily available chemical compound that is used in food and beverage products. Potassium bromate, when added to certain types of flour, causes it to darken, causing it to be a better candidate for baking than unprocessed flour. At high levels of use, potassium bromate is known to be a carcinogen, and exposure to high levels of it has been linked to cancer.
Pass. Yeah.
Bromate was classified a carcinogen in California in 1991 under Proposition 65, which compels any baked food sold in the state to include a cancer warning if there is more than a particular quantity of bromate in the product. The International Agency for Research on Cancer declared the addition to be a probable human carcinogen in 1999. A number of nations, including the United Kingdom and Canada, as well as Brazil and the European Union, completely prohibit its usage as a food additive. Many bakeries have eliminated potassium bromate in their recipes willingly. However, the Environmental Working Group has issued a list of 86 goods that still contain the substance. Several well-known brands like Hormel Foods, Weiss Kaiser, and Goya are represented on the list. There's a clear link between the amount ingested and the occurrence of damage and cancer, according to research. So, as long as you don't consume too much of it, it ought to be fine. Isn't everything in moderation okay? That's all up to you. Farmer John pork breakfast sausage links.
Did somebody order sausage?
Farmer John pork breakfast sausage links are a pork sausage product that is made with a combination of pork and other proteins, along with natural ingredients. The sausage is often compared to a jalapeno pepper due to its spiciness, and are often found in a link formation that can be cut in various sizes. Farmer John's sausage links are a great choice for a breakfast sausage, or just for a snack, with or without the addition of condiments. However, you may want to be wary of exactly what it is you're consuming when you bite into that juicy breakfast sausage link from Farmer John's. Butyl hydroxytoluene, or BHT, is a fat-soluble synthetic chemical that is often used to prevent spoilage in food and cosmetics by slowing the auto-oxidation rates of components, which can cause changes in flavor and color. It's largely used in cosmetics, medicines, rubber, jet fuel, petroleum products, electrical transformer oils, and even embalming fluid.
Ugh.
Yeah. Ew.
Ugh, gross, right, guys?
It's utilized in food to keep fats in the food from going rancid. Drumsticks ice cream cones.
Lick, lick, lick. It's an ice cream cone.
Drumstick ice cream cones contain carrageenan in its ice cream for texture. However, the seaweed-derived additive can cause stomach problems in humans. Because of the negative consequences, the European Union has placed restrictions on its use in items such as infant food and other consumables. Carrageenan can be found almost anywhere, too. It would be hard to locate a supermarket that doesn't offer several items that use it as an ingredient, even natural food stores. Organic yogurt, tofu, coconut milk, infant formula, and even nitrite-free turkey cold cuts contain the ingredient. Despite its widespread use in packaged foods and the likelihood that you probably consume it in some form or another, carrageenan really does have a long and tumultuous history as an emulsifier that can harm the digestive system. It was removed from the list of chemicals allowed in USDA organic food by the National Organic Standards Board in November 2016. The FDA, on the other hand, continues to allow this substance as a food additive.
Why?
Carrageenan may appear to be safe at first glance. It's made from red seaweed and may be found in a variety of healthy meals. However, the basic conclusion is that it may induce inflammation and digestive issues. And while additional human research is needed to fully grasp its possible hazards, it should be avoided for the time being. Breakfast bread, croissants, and French toast sticks from Arby's.
Oh yeah. Can I have it?
You have to get it at Arby's.
Arby's created a menu of specialty breakfast sandwiches with French toast sticks as the base and tucked them away on a shelf or in a back corner of the menu. For Arby's, the strategy isn't an attempt to reinvent the wheel, but rather to figure out how to improve the wheel in new ways to keep it as a strong performer. The new items are made with premium ingredients, but there is one ingredient that hungry diners should be a little concerned about. In its baked items, the fast food restaurant employs the substance azodicarbonamide as a whitening agent and dough conditioner.
Is that good? It sounds bad.
Despite the fact that its usage is declining in the United States due to fears that it is indeed a carcinogen, the FDA continues to allow it. In Europe, however, it is prohibited. Meat with ractopamine.
Everyone, meet your meat.
Ractopamine is a controversial mycotoxin added to animal feeds. It came on the market in the 1990s and has since been banned in many countries because it is a highly powerful beta-2 agonist that the Food and Drug Administration has called a prohibited performance-enhancing drug. Arguably, it's an even more powerful growth promoter than added hormones. Only 26 of the world's main meat-producing nations allow the use of ractopamine, while at least 160 have outlawed it.
Enough is enough!
Not only has the growth medication been connected to negative effects in animals, but it has also raised worries about human health. There are severe concerns regarding the safety of ractopamine. It belongs to the beta-agonist class of medications, which were originally intended to treat asthma and were only adopted for animal usage after they were demonstrated to increase growth rates. Chlorinated chicken.
And the usual, fried chicken on a waffle, extra skin.
For years, consumers have been assured that chicken they buy at the supermarket or fast food restaurant is safe to eat.
Trust me, bro.
The meat, they've been told, has been treated with a chemical called chlorine to make it appear white and tender. But a new report by the World Health Organization shows that the chicken they've been eating is likely much dirtier than it appears. Chlorination is an antibacterial treatment that some farms in the United States employ to wash poultry. It's a technique that's now prohibited in the EU. The worry is that a free trade agreement between the United States and the United Kingdom may result in chemically treated vegetables and poultry on UK store shelves. So what precisely is chlorinated poultry and why is it so unpopular in the United Kingdom? After slaughter, the chicken is washed with chlorine or other chemicals such as lactic acid. Microorganisms like Salmonella and E. coli, which can cause food poisoning, are removed in the process, but its remnants may have some detrimental effects on the human body.
Oops.
Stick around. Just tap or click another great video. Hit that subscribe button and ring that bell to join our notification squad. And hey, leave us a comment.